If you remember from my first video when I bought this car, these were the same exact wheels that Bluebird Dad had in the 80s, but the wheel hubs were missing. Back then I was thinking that this could be very hard to find artifact, and proved to be right because I contacted Nissan, Ronald, the wheel manufacturer, and no one had them. They were completely discontinued. So I made it to find a wheel hub reference visiting another car for sale. I went to the internet for a deep search and I found not only one but 5 new wheel hubs on a tire shop in the countryside of Poland. Now I just need to sandblast these wheels and paint them in the same exact color of the wheel hubs. Am I a lucky guy? Probably yes, because this is a very rare item. Hello guys, welcome to another video. Today we start with a April cold start morning in the Bluebird, and here as you can see is warming up. You have here my nice seat. I'm just warming up a little bit to charge the battery and trying to see where to start because we have so many things to do. I've been thinking in the plan too, because this is not a shop where we're working under a balcony or a rooftop as you call it, and we have a long way to go. Bought the car 20 days ago, more or less 2 weeks. As you can see, we might have here an auto choke problem, which is pretty common in the Bluebirds, but this is something I remember from Dad's one, used to be a common problem in the Bluebirds. As far as I search on the internet, it's not hard to solve, and as you can see the idling is also a little bit low. It's warmed up, let's start working. Today's goal is to disassemble the bumpers, starting with back one and then go to the front one. So with a little bit help of a natural tool, I'm just inspecting because this is turning to be a pain to remove. I read on the internet that the rear bumper should be tricky to unfit. It's not that tricky, you just need to understand. So I lost so much time doing it that I'm recording this tutorial in order to help future guys in this type of projects on the T72. Remove the 6 bolts, 3 on each side. You then take the 8 bolts, 4 inside the trunk and 4 underneath the car. You slide back the bumper together with the bracket. Then you unfit the bolts and you remove the bracket. Don't try to do it at once as I did because it will be harder to remove the bumper. Then again, remove the 6 bolts. Remove the 8 bolts, 4 inside the trunk, 4 underneath the car. Slide the bumper together with the bracket. Remove the 7 fitting bolts. Remove the 3 fitting bolts on the lower part. Separate the bracket from the bumper. So now we are in conditions to inspect what's been hiding with the bumper. We have a pretty rusty part here. This revealed to be the worst part in the car, so nothing serious. The integrity is pretty good, as you can see. So one of the problems with these old cars is that all these hidden parts are never washed, especially in countries where they use salt in the winter on the roads. We don't have that in Portugal, luckily, so not big of a problem, but I recommend people owning this type of old cars to remove the bumpers once a year or once every 2 years just to wash these parts, because they tend to be really rusty if you don't wash them. Then we have these parts. I removed the bolts. We have some bolts inside the trunk. I was trying to understand how to unfit, and then I discovered these fittings here. Always try to work with proper tools, which is not my case. I need to invest a lot of money in tools for this project, so I don't have any tools here, but I need to invest. This is a pretty easy step to do if you have the proper tool. I'm just trying to improvise, trying not to damage the fitting, especially these two because they are uncommon. There are a lot of fittings that you can buy in aftermarket shops, not this one. These two are kind of special. And then the other one, then again, if you don't use the proper tools, you are risking to damage the parts or the fittings. You lose a lot of time. And yeah, for this type of project, you need to invest in tools. As you will see in my future episodes, I've been investing a lot of money in tools because, if you own a car like this and if you don't plan to sell it, it's important to have a proper set of tools to make the maintenance of your car, repairs, and everything you need. So this is the tool you need for this type of unfitting. It will be quick and easy, and you will not damage anything with this tool. So don't do it like me, trying to work improvising. It's okay for some occasions, but it's always better to work with proper tools. So I just unfit this part to inspect all the rear. As you can see, no rust. It's interesting to see that the cars were painted back in Sunderland with these two fittings applied. Then I remove these plastic parts, which are the kind of sliders where the bumper attached to. They are in good condition, they just need to be washed and hydrated with a pearl. The other one. This screwdriver is dying, I think. The battery is in full capacity, but it's working very slow, so I think the battery is dying. As you can see, the rear part is it's not that bad. I was afraid of having serious rust, but no, it's okay. Only this small point here, which will be easy to solve. And the interior part, you can see, restored on the previous episode. So I cleaned the rust with then again with a drill, with a motorized brush, steel brush. Yeah, it's rotten, so we have a couple of holes now, but will not be hard to solve, okay? Especially because these are hidden parts in the car, so you don't need that fancy finish. Of course, that I will try to do my best because I'm a perfectionist and I like things do the proper way. But yeah, you can see from the inside it's rotten. So this is the type of example, that can clearly show that we are saving this on time, because from now on, if you don't take care of this type of problem, you will rotten the entire area and it will be worse and worse as time go by. So it will be easy. And here you can see the oxyrite effect from previous treatment, and then I can show you also lots of rust that came out of this cleaning. Then I started to remove the mud flaps. Another surprise. I always loved these Bluebird mud flaps because they were kind of the last ones car manufacturers quitted using on mud flaps. These days everything is pretty much futuristic. But these were the old fashion between the old style in rubber and the new designs in plastic. So I always loved these mud flaps. And yeah, you can see here the surprise, lots of sand. And then again, this is something that you should dismount from time to time to properly wash, because dirt and grime and sand tend to stay there for a long period, and then rust will come and future problems, so you avoid them by cleaning this properly from time to time. Here you can see the fittings that you need to remove to separate the bracket from the bumper. These fittings are still available in both Nissan and aftermarket shops, so it's easy. And as you can see, lots of spider webs and dirt since 1989, because most probably this was never dismounted since the car was built in Sutherland, UK. So it's normal to have this type of rust. But then again, if you want a classic, if you want an old car, try to unfit this twice a year, or at least from time to time, to clean this properly and avoid problems. Here I'm just trying to unfit these brackets to properly restore them. I will have a dedicated episode on how to restore these, pretty easy. These are metallic screws on plastic threads. But then again, I put it some lubrication before removing them. As you can see, plastic threads. And there is the brackets, so this will be easy to solve. You just need to clean them up, paint it good, hydrate the plastics, and then fit everything. They are marked, the left and the right one, they are not the same. You can still find this on eBay. I found them, but I will not spend money on this, so these are easy to restore. And here we have the separated bracket from the plastic bumper. These brackets will be also easy to restore. We have some broken parts here, so these holes, as you can see, hold these plastic parts that should be attached to the bumper, and they are broken. I will try to find a solution here, but yeah, as you can see, these were broken due to aging. Seems not tricky to solve, so it will be easy to find a solution. So after disassembling the headlights and the front grille and the trim that Bluebird uses underneath the headlights and the grille, I started to inspect. We have a lot of rust. This car was used by some surf camp guys during some months, so I guess they went to the beach quite often, and they should park the car in front of the beach, so the front was kind of rusted. Not serious rust, superficial rust, but yeah. Here we have the LED lights, the trim, and the grille. The grille is broken, but I already have a new one to replace. We have these rubber parts that also need to be restored. And yeah, also the headlights that will be properly restored on time. So contrary to the back bumper, the front one, it's easy to remove without the bracket. Okay, here you can see the bracket. I will remove the bracket to inspect this better. Here you can see that there was a damage. This car hit a wall or something, and we have a little bit of a bended part here, easy to solve. Also all the rust that I was saying, due to, you know, park the car near the beach for a long period, or at least for several times. And yeah, let's unfit the bracket to inspect better. And here you have the bumper, the same problem as the other one, dirt since 1989. So all these need to be properly washed to start repairing them, and then painting them properly. After unfitting the bracket, as you can see, we have lots of rust, but nothing serious. Okay, it's superficial rust. It will be easy to solve this, but yeah, it's impressive, as you can see. And then again, the problem of these hidden parts not being washed, not being properly washed and protected along the years. So yeah, we have this central pillar with the horns. It will be easy to solve. The passenger side is not so damaged with rust. The driver's side is worse. And here we have the bracket. It will be easy to restore it. Just need to clean it and paint it. And we started to wash the bumpers without the brackets. It's all plastic, so easy to wash. I had the help of my 6-year-old son. It's really important part of this project to have it with me and start introducing him to mechanic and to cars like my dad did with me. I have big memories with dad, and I want him to have big memories with me also. Because kids tend to like cars. Well, not as the old days. These days kids are more into screens and digital things, but yeah, well, it's very important for me to have the help of my son, introducing him to these type of tasks in cars. Because then again, I will not sell this car will be for him one day, and I want him to have big memories of what we did with this project. So I try to have it with me here on the weekends as much as possible to help me doing things. Of course, that, you know, childs tend to play with everything they do. You know, you must have that patience and balance to teach them, because they tend to do things and start to play, interrupt the task. But yeah, it's all part of the process. But it's important, if you have kids and you start a project like this, it's important to bring them with you, and then because you are teaching them to do things and you are creating memories, which was mine objective.
Lava aqui onde está a terra, Tiago. Olha aí a terra.
Then again, we have lots of dirt that we try to clean as much as possible in order to repair the bumpers and painting them properly. So yeah, this was an easy part, so I put my son doing it with surveillance, of course.
Não é isso mesmo, isso mesmo. Agora
And then we
molha
just
outra vez
rinse
e passa aí outra
both
vez.
bumpers and dry them out in the sun,
Ficar tudo bem lavadinho.
and they look good and ready to be painted.
Eu posso ver televisão à noite?
They look good and ready to be repaired and painted. I hope you guys liked the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you on the next video. Thanks.